There are a ton of things that we can do to prepare ourselves for a jiu-jitsu competition, but there are some things that we also need to prepare ourselves what not to do at a jiu-jitsu competition. So I've got a video lined up for us to watch, and it's a couple guys. One of them makes a mistake, and it's going to cause a problem within the match. And it's going to pertain to your opponent essentially in this scenario. But there's also a few other things that we have to be mindful when we go into a jiu-jitsu competition, especially one like an IBJJF, for an example, because every competition is different. The first and foremost is one thing that we don't do that we should do is read the rules. Every jiu-jitsu competition is different, and we've watched it on this channel where someone might not know that you can't reap the leg. In IBJJF, you can't do that. And that's why I'm not a big fan of that organization, because there are a lot of tight-knit rules. Or some, like Sub-Pro, a few others that will allow it and kind of just do submission only. But there are a few things that we need to know what not to do. Okay. We also need to know what not to do is, for instance, like if you go to an IBJJF, don't talk to the ref. Let your instructor talk to the ref. But the second you talk to the ref, you're gonna get a DQ. Don't talk to your opponent. Don't talk to your opponent's coach. There's just a few things that we should do, and there's some things that we just shouldn't do. So, and this is going to be an example. I know that was a little long of a rant, but I just wanted to put that in your brain of what we shouldn't do. And so in this example, when you're rolling with your opponent, when you're in that match, don't play around. Don't have fun. This is a serious, save that for open mat. Okay. When you're at a competition, it is time to focus. It's time to ring it in, and it's time to execute. All right. So let's hop into a local jiu-jitsu match. Let's see what happened. We'll break it down and we'll see what's up. So further ado, let's go. Rightfully so. Let's watch it one more time and let's kind of break it down. Okay. So we got guy on the bottom here. Looks like he's setting up an armbar. Okay. Top guy gives us a thumbs up. Everything's cool. Now here's where the mistake happens. Okay. Now two people are at fault. And this is why I say, why are balloons popping up? I said two. Happy birthday. Are there signs that come up? I don't know. Smiley face. That was the weirdest thing ever. I think I got like my emoji thing turned on or something. But yeah, he gives us a thumbs up. But we've got a few things that happen here. So first, once he gives us that thumbs up, he gives a kiss and a peace sign. All right. And of course, our opponent can see all this happening. Now, watch what else happens. Okay. He gives a kiss and a slap. Now, right there, if you're in an IBJJF match, it's over. You're disqualified. Okay, so right there, he should be DQ'd. Okay, but that's not what the end is. The other guy slaps him, and then he gets slaps back. So here's how I would rule it out. All right, I would DQ them both. Both are done. Because home slice on the bottom could have just stopped. He would have just looked at, all he had to do was look at the ref. Now that's something you can do. You can look at the ref. There's no rules that say you can't look. That's freedom of speech. I can look wherever I want to. If I look at the ref and he DQs me, I'm like, dude, that's freedom of speech. But what I'm saying is that he could have looked. The guy on the bottom. All right, let's see. Gives a thumbs up, kiss, slap. Okay, watch right here. So instead of slapping him, the guy on the bottom just could have looked at the ref and just been like, yo, what is this? Ref would have popped him up, DQ'd. That's like an attempt to hit, whatever rules there are. Again, that's why it's important to read the rules, but that's a fault on our top opponent. But bottom opponent slaps. So that's where I would give the double DQ. You have to keep your ego in check. And we talk a lot about this, guys. This is why we train often, and this is why we compete often, is because we have to keep our ego in check. there are some things that are variables about competition. And I've said it too. I'm not a big fan of competing. I'll do it. I do like it in some sorts, in some flavors, in some certain organizations. But overall, is it gonna prove to myself that I'm better, that I competed that day? Not for me, and that's just a personal choice. If it's for you and it's a personal choice for you that you need to do that, then 100% go do it. I really clearly want to. I want you guys to understand how important it is to keep your ego and your temper in check, because there's a lot of emotion going on, depending on where you're competing at. We've got a lot of time, money, and sweat, tied up into this competition. And for it to go down like this, it really makes no sense. And now you've not only wasted your money, but you've kind of embarrassed yourself on top of that. So that's why for me, if I'm going to compete, I'm in chill mode. I'm on this, I've always tell you, I'm on this new kick. I'm on cruise control 55 right now. So that's how I want to roll, or have my mindset sometimes. It's okay to flip it up to 100. Sometimes we need to do that. But when we have our ego and our temper, we really have to keep that even keel. So be careful out there, you guys. Be safe, train smart, train hard. I'll see you in the next video. See ya.